Hey punks, how's it going? So just to clarify really quickly, two things. Number one, I have my window open and the door open because it's boiling here in Cornwall at the moment and it just has to be done. So I'm really sorry if there's like noises of birds or traffic. That's the reason, but it's too hot not to have them open. Second thing is I just want to say a massive thank you to everyone who gave me love and support on the first video. I didn't think I'd get that amount of nice comments and nice messages, so thank you for that. Now you probably look at me thinking, Jesus Mickey, that's a look, and it is. I rarely wear purple lipstick. India bought me this for Halloween a couple of years ago, and I bought some from NYX, and I thought, is that how you say it, NYX? And I thought, oh yeah, I'll wear purple because it will clash, and you know, it just sometimes just rubs off and you just look like Maleficent. But there's a reason why I'm wearing purple lipstick in this video, and it kind of ties in well with who's Philomena. So I just want to impromptu announce that these will be on sale by the time this video comes out, and I'm very, 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 very excited and very happy with them. And I'm wheeling it over, Look at this. It is Skeinhead tote bags. They've been a long time in the making, and I wanted to do her purple, so it's a clash with the orange if you've got the t-shirt. I'm over the moon with them. They're just on a classic black cotton tote bag. The straps are shoulder straps, they're super long, so you can put all your projects in there, put all your wall in there, and yeah, they're going to be on sale, free UK shipping, but also internationally shipped as well, because I don't want people to miss out, and they should be online on my Etsy by the time this video comes out, like I say, with other few cool bits. There will be stickers of this as well. Where are they? I don't know, but there's stickers of this design as well if you like Philomena in purple. And that leads me perfectly to who Philomena is. This beautiful lady is Philomena. First things first, why is her name Philomena? When I think of the name Philomena, there's one person I think of straight away, and it goes in well with the three people that made Skeinhead. Me, my twin, and her fiance, Paul. Now, Paul is my best friend, and Paul is probably the biggest Thin Lizzy fan you'll ever meet. And if you guys know, the lead singer of Thin Lizzy is Philomena. My mind just went blank there. And his mother is called Philomena. Because Paul is such a massive fan of Thin Lizzy, India and Paul went to Dublin and did the whole pilgrimage, Thin Lizzy pilgrimage, and they went to Phil's grave, and Philomena lives quite close there apparently. And India's telling me this story when they got back, and they were lucky enough to meet Philomena. She's a very, very strong woman from all the stuff she's been through, and it just meant a lot to me that the name Philomena kind of stuck, and I thought Philomena the punk. Then two more things happened which definitely cemented her name to be Philomena. The first thing is I'm a massive fan of the Smashing Pumpkins. They're my favourite band, and the lead singer Billy Corgan, a couple of months after India and Paul came back from Dublin, he had a baby, and I think her name is Clementine, Philomena. So I thought, hold on, there's a theme going here, there's a theme. And the third thing that just cemented it was India is a massive fan of Brian May from Queen, and he does a lot with animals. He's got a foundation called Save Me, which is all about saving like British wildlife, animals like foxes, badgers, hedgehogs, and I don't know if it was a hedgehog in his garden, but he posted a photo one day of him saving a little hedgehog, and it was called Philomena, and we thought, right, there we go, sorted. Her name is Philomena, so Philomena was born. Can I just say how much we love the fluorescent ink that India chose for her? It's kind of like pink, but it is purple. It should be purple, and I think it looks lovely, doesn't it? Yeah. I'm so pumped for this. I love it so much. So Philomena, so she's got purple lipstick because, you know, I heard purple lipstick's really cool. When my mum first saw this design, she went, oh, it looks like you in India, doesn't it? And to be honest, I wish I was as pretty as Philomena. But she was kind of right, because this hand is actually India's hand. And India got a ball of wool and some needles and like held it to see how to hold wool, really, because I was saying to her, I want a girl holding needles, looking pensive, and she was like, okay. And if you look at the little black bars, they're my black bars that I've got on my tattoo and you put on Philomena's hand. There's lots of little insights into this logo which we're going to go through, but that's the first one. Is the same as my tattoo. This is a tattoo from meeting Henry Rollins. God, it's got to be about 10 years ago now. I'm getting shot really, shouldn't I? He's my absolute idol for so many reasons that I just can't put into this video, but I got him to sign me and got it tattooed, and it basically meant at the time, and it means it still to this day, is he's a very independent man, isn't he, Henry? And he doesn't take crap from anyone. And that was what that meant, was to remind me never to take crap from anyone and be yourself, really. And so that's why Philomena's got it too. Obviously, she's got the knit and the purl on her. And India was like, is there any logos? Is there any? Because India doesn't knit. I've tried to get into crochet, but she wasn't having it. She's like, is there any kind of like terminology you want me to put in it? And I was like, well, knit and purl and a knuckle, something like that would be cool. So she did that, which is amazing. I wanted her to have a Chelsea cut, and I wanted her to wear some type of like Brutus shirt, some type of, you know, skinhead look. I wanted her to be a skinhead, and I think India did a fantastic job. I think we can all just agree there. India did illustration at university, and I think you can tell. It's just incredible. I'm so chuffed with it. Like I say, I will be getting it tattooed one day because it is just like absolutely unreal, isn't it? But I wanted her looking a bit hardcore, and India loves to put a tattoo on the girls she draws. So the other tattoos, they all mean something. So the first one is the anchor under the eye is the same as Mike Ness from Social Distortion. They're one of my favourite bands. And what you have to realise about me and India is we spend a lot of our time, if we're not knitting or crafting, going to shows and trying to meet our heroes. Because I've never got the mentality of, oh, like, you know, when a hero dies, like Bowie. Everyone's like, oh, I loved Bowie. Like, I'm so sad I couldn't meet him. I'm so sad I didn't go see him live in concert. Why wait? Just go. If you love a band, you should tell them, and you should tell. And so for that split 30 seconds, they know that you've existed, and that to me means the absolute world. That's why I have to meet Henry all the time. That's why we meet Brian May a lot. It's so like, you know, that if anything ever happens to them, or when you're having a really low day, they know you exist. And that means a lot to me. Honestly, it does. Distortion are a big influential band on me. I've only seen them once in the UK, and I said to India, I've got to meet Mike. Like, I've got to tell him I love him, and like all this jazz. She's like, okay, I'll try. And India's got the gift of the gab. Long story short, we essentially busted backstage when we met Mike Ness, and I was crying in front of him. He was so kind and so nice, but that's like a little nod to him, or that one, for being so kind to us and being so nice to us twins. So the next one, let's see, what the next one should be. Let's do the Rattlesnake. So another one of my favourite bands is Frank Carter, the Rattlesnakes. They are, I love them so much because they're the epitome, I think, of punk to me. I got into them because one of my other favourite bands is the Ruts, and they covered the Ruts, and I was like, hello, good times. And let's say that, you know, Frank Carter is a beautiful man. So India put a little rattlesnake on there for me to like show Frank Carter, really. So that's for you, Frank. The next one is, let's see, let's do another toe, the Bat. So for you guys who don't know, Cancer Bats are probably the most influential band on my life. They have done so much for me in India and Paul. Like previously mentioned before in my other video, I was in a band, and the Cancer Bats were kind of like our mentors. I see it as that, because they really did shape to me what a band is and how you should react with your fans, and how you should treat people. And they treat people the best. They give you chances when you're like a nobody, and that's what they did. They did that for my band. They put us on tours, they helped us with our sound. The guitarist Scott, he produced my band, and every design we do, there'll always be a bat because of the Cancer Bats. So that's why the bat is so prominent on Philomena's face, is to show the Cancer Bats. And also, they're an amazing band, aren't they, Cancer Bats? So why would you not put a little nod to them? So that's her face tattoos. Oh, right, no. The other one that I really like, my favourite thing, or the whole design, is India put a sneaky IN --MI. So obviously IN for India, INDIA, and then -- MI. My name is MICKIE, that's how you spell it. So I really like that, because it's like a little, like, you know, a little nod between me and India, a little twinny thing. And I love that. India loves putting little, like, lightning bolts everywhere, all over the face and stuff. Sorry, let me zoom in. There we go. Yeah, so that's what that is. Those are little lightning bolts. Obviously, the Skeinhead logo is the tail of yarn from the yarn ball there. So that's what that is. And I thought that was really clever that she did that. Little things like that I could never dream up. She's looking pensive and thoughtful because she's thinking about skeins, isn't she? She's a Skeinhead. She's dreaming about what yarn she's going to buy next. Should she buy a 4-ply merino? Should she buy a chunky acrylic? Who knows? She's thinking about it. She's thinking about the next one she's going to buy. So that's why she's looking off in the distance. Obviously, I wish I had her eyebrows as well, and I don't. such a letdown. But yeah, that's Philomena there. The other things about Philomena is, so obviously we've got the Smash Pumpkins logo. We've got the, obviously the Stalk crafting scissors because, yeah, it just is like a thing about crafting, and that was the first thing I bought that I was really like, you know what, I'm going to get into this. I'm going to buy proper scissors. So that's what I did. So that's why they're on there. But India put the little, like I said, Smash Pumpkins logo, the Adore logo, which I love. She's also put the Outstep Minor Threat Sheepy on there. I think it's called the Outstep Sheep, but I always call it the Sheepy. So we've got the little Sheepy on there, obviously. A, because of like wool, and B, because me and India are straight edge, and it's an important thing in my life of being straight edge. I've never drunk alcohol, never done drugs. Not to say that if you're straight edge and you have done drugs or alcohol in the past and you've changed your life, doesn't make it any less valid. The whole snobbery around straight edge is a whole different video, but it's an important thing in my life. I mean, most people drink, most people smoke, most people do drugs, but I just never have, and it's an important thing to me, and India knows how much I love Ian Mackay, so that's why we've got the little Outstep Sheepy there. Sorry, I'm putting him in focus. And then this little guy who made sense when he was orange. Where is he? He's there. He's a little pumpkin, obviously, right? He made sense when he was orange, but then when we printed this, we were like, oh, he's purple now. So we've got a little pumpkin down there. It matches my tattoo. I don't think I can get a frame in. Or maybe, there we go. Yeah. So I think that's all of Philomena. I'm very proud of India and Paul's work. They've worked miracles really when I just said I want a Skeinhead looking girl knitting. So they've done a massively amazing job. And like I say, this will be online to buy before this video comes out. So yeah, just head over to my Etsy and you can buy her. Other things, other announcements I would like to reveal to everyone is, now you might be thinking, Mickey, what's that around your neck? And that would be your answer. I wear kind of garish, in your face statement necklaces, and it just popped into my head one day to just do them. So I have. So these will all be available to purchase on my Etsy. And this is the first one. They're all made of stitch markers and row counters. That was the theme. I wanted to be knitting themed because there's like no decent, crazy, knitted, crochet kind of necklaces out there. I thought, here you go, Mickey, here's your niche. So this one's like a rainbow from blue all the way up to red, and it's like a gradient colour. Yeah, it's got a little row counter there. Now, I made these just for fashion, but you can practically use them if you want to, which is cool, I think. And I have a little range. So next thing as well, I thought, make a necklace. What else you got to make? Bracelets. So I've made a rainbow bracelet that you can wear and use at the same time if you're knitting away your little socks, or, you know, increasing on sleeves. Boom, stitch markers, you got them. So next one is a rainbow necklace to match. This is my first one I made, that's why I've put little needle holders on there, and another row counter as well. So that's on there, which is also on a silver chain. These chains are aluminium, and I will put what they're all made of, how long the chains are, all those kind of details will be on the Etsy listing. But there's that one. Cool one that I thought was like, can work with anything because it's rainbow. Then I went a bit adventurous. Made another bracelet, and this one is just blue gradient on a gold chain. So there is that one there. If you fancy that one, that will also be on Etsy. And my favourite just matches my hair beautifully, which is perfect because I'm about to get it dyed completely different colours. So RIP yellow hair. But it goes from yellow to blue, and it's got a green row counter on it, and it's got a gold chain. Now, like I say, all on Etsy, and I just want to see how they do, really. I just want to see if people like them. I have a weird sense of style, so people might not like them, but I just thought, if you don't make it, you don't know. I think I've already sold one to somebody, but if it's not on Etsy, it's gone. But I can make you something similar. So if one of your favourite colours is, I don't know, orange to purple, we can do that. If you want a Halloween themed one, we can do that. If you want something a bit more crochet related rather than knitting, we can do that. Just send me a message and we can see what we can do, yeah? So there are the new Skeinhead collection of necklaces, because there is a gap, I think, of weird but practical and creative knitting necklaces. So I hope you guys have liked this video. I got a bit more in than I think expected, too. Now you know who Philomena is, so now you can wear her, sport her with pride. You know who she is, you know what she's about, you know her dreams, ambitions, her favourite bands. There. If you buy one of these gals, I would love it if you like just tag me in your photos of using her, what projects you're going to put in her, because you know it's a community. I keep saying that, but Skeinhead is a punk community. I just want to just touch on that quickly before we go, before we head off and we go back to our knitting whips or our crochet whips. I keep saying knitting, but I do mean crochet as well, so I do want to include the crocheters in this, that you are very much welcome. Your skills are well above mine. I've tried crochet, I've done a cacti, a couple of cacti actually, yeah, a couple of cacti and a blanket. That was literally it. Granny squares, that's about it. I just really want to quickly say, I probably will make another video about this, it is all about inclusivity. I don't care if you've never knitted, I don't care if you don't even listen to the punk or, you know, identify as punk. If you're doing something different, if you're doing you, if you're being yourself authentically and you're trying your best, that's punk to me. Doesn't matter if you've got bright coloured hair, doesn't matter if you've got a Mohican, doesn't matter if you know, listen to the Clash, it doesn't matter. Punk is a mindset, not a playlist, not a wardrobe. You know, it doesn't, that kind of thing doesn't really matter. I joke and I'm like, yeah, punk's this, punk's that. A girl with tattoos and, you know, she's skinhead, she's got a little Chelsea cut and she's got a little brooch shirt on, but at the end of the day, the most punk people I know are the most normal looking, and it's not about clothes, it's about just being yourself and being kind to others, accepting others and accepting yourself if you can. That's punk. I've met many a punk and they're horrible, narrow-minded, closed off, and they're just not accepting at all. And then you go out of those shows, you go out of that scene and you meet people on the street, meet people you work with that are so kind, inclusive, and you think that's punk. Yeah, you haven't got bondage pants on, you ain't got a pair of Doc Martens, but that doesn't matter, you know. You'd like to think that the punk community is inclusive, but you'd be surprised. Maybe not, I don't know. So yeah, just wanted to end on that, and I wanted to say a massive thank you, like I said at the beginning, for supporting me, supporting Skeinhead, supporting the YouTube channel, supporting just everything, Instagram. I've not had any resistance coming into this community. I really appreciate that, because every other domain that I'm into, whether it be punk, whether it be sound engineering, where I went to uni for, whether it be drumming, which I is a massive passion of mine, I have met quite some resistance of like being, depending on my gender, depending on my age, depending on my experience, I've hit walls by people being judgmental and mean, really, and just not great. And I've not got that with the yarn community, so I'm very, very grateful. I hope you guys have a lovely day. Like I say, it'll all be on Etsy if you want to buy one. If you don't, it's totally up to you. I like putting this stuff out there, so if you want a cool tote bag that you can put your little bits in and people go, oh, where'd you get that from? You can go, oh, this is Philomena, my best friend Philomena, she's a punk knitter like me. So nice to meet you again, and until next time, have fun, punks.